Welcome to Harvey's San Francisco office. Come on in. Legal work is getting increasingly more complex across the world, and the expectations from clients are only increasing. Our mission at Harvey is to help lawyers transform their businesses with generative AI. Today, you really have to stay ahead of where the market is going to be in 6 months. One of the main things that started to transition is law firms and in-house teams are really focused on customization. They're realizing that this transition is going to happen, and they need to basically take all of their domain expertise and figure out how to maintain that and stay ahead. Large language models are going to just get better. We usually assume that the models are going to get better faster than they do, and we over-prepare for that.
One of the things that we want to really optimize for is the simplicity of the product experience, as well as making sure Harvey is extremely powerful. We just announced going multi-model. This means that we're not just relying on OpenAI models, but we're relying on Gemini and Claude models as well. We have lawyers who work hand in hand with our AI engineering team to turn legal process into agentic algorithms.
Prior to Harvey, I was a litigator at Quinn Emanuel. I was actually speaking to the executive board of a large law firm, and they said that during their eval process, as they looked at the power of Vault and this ability to extract data at scale, the board took a collective breath when they realized that they were turning 4 weeks of 4 associate work into 2 hours within Harvey.
Harvey will save on average 5 hours a week per lawyer. And it really depends a lot on what that given lawyer is doing in a week as to how they're using Harvey in order to achieve those outcomes. But we clearly see time savings as a benefit. We initially began targeting some of the largest law firms in the world. Today we have 8 of the top 10 firms in the US by revenue. Our business is also quite global. We're focused on working with customers in Europe, in Latin America, in Asia.
At Harvey, we're able to build a very global company that's able to provide solutions to lawyers across the world. Earlier this year, I was in Mumbai in India for a work trip, and at the same time, my colleagues were in Sydney, Australia, and there was another team in Japan.
I work as part of our go-to-market team to bring Harvey to global law firms and in-house legal teams. Almost everyone I work with is the smartest person I've ever worked with, but also most of us don't know all the answers, and I think that's a really refreshing place to be because it keeps us humble, it keeps us curious, and it makes us super collaborative.
Working at Harvey is different than any other job I've ever had because we're trying to do a lot at the bleeding edge, and as a result that means every timeline is compressed and we need to do things faster, better, and more effectively and efficiently than any of us have ever done it before.
The legal profession has an unprecedented opportunity to go through transformation, and Harvey is at the forefront of helping companies figure out how to use AI to make their jobs better. For the last 10 years, I've been at Stripe, worked closely with John and Patrick for 10 years, and I see in Gabe and Winston many of the same traits that made John and Patrick so wonderful to work for and so successful. Huge, incredible ambition, extremely high bar for their employees, and a customer obsession that drove everything we did on the product. The dream in Silicon Valley is to build a generational company, and it's very clear that they have both the intention and the capabilities to do that, and that's why I'm here.